Welcome to another episode of Cheef and Chart. It's your man Don Bucks. Brought to you by Rapping Dope, More Money Conversations and Solutions. You dig? You're in the options trading. We show you how to make money, whether the stock market is going up or down, which is the beauty of options trading. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Oh, we smoke the finest cannabis too while we do it. So, like I said, if this is your lane, something you might enjoy, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, man. All the sauce on options trading. And like I said, it's the beauty of the stock market. A lot of people don't know that you can make money when the stock prices go down. So when the stock price going up or down, you make money with options trading. So I ain't even gonna get into what I'm cheating this morning because I've been tapped in at some point this week because this is the first trading week of the year. Not with a bang because everything I said this week happened. I like to keep it like that. I like to have no wins and all. You dig? That's what it's about. You're not gonna win all the time. All your trades are not gonna pan out the way you initially want them to. But what we do here is we put the odds in our favor so we can have more wins than losses. Equate to more money. Oh man, they hating in my building this morning. That's why I was hesitant going live. They periodically bagging on something. Anyway, like I said, you been tapped in this week. Everything I said happened. So we was going to 470, 73. That happened. So we was going to 470, 471. That happened. Obviously, I can see these prices are going down. How did we know that it was going down? Because I said we had downwards pressure on the MACD. We use two indicators. We keep it simple over here at Cheef and Chart. We don't need all that confusing stuff. All we need is the MACD, our Bollinger Bands, and our levels. That's it. And no price action to do. I break all that down to the lowest compound. But yeah, after I said we were going to 480 and it didn't, I got out, which I told y'all, and got on the other side of the trade because you got to be where the money is going. Hope is not a strategy. Like, yeah, you can't hope it goes to 480. You got to take what the market is giving you. So the market was given downside as soon as this blue fast line of the MACD crossed below. That's weakness. Now we're looking for strength so we can hop in and get on the proper side of the trade, which is puts. Because he was in calls expecting 480. Now that we see what the market is giving, is given downside. So 480 is out of the equation. We figured that out. Once it came below our level, my level, I said getting out. So I got out before the losses mounted, because you gotta know when you're getting in and when you're getting out before you even get in. That's the bar. You gotta know when you're getting out before you even get in. Knowing when to get out for profit or knowing when to get out in a loss. So here on Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday, whatever the hell day it was, it's when it didn't go to 480 and the market gave downside and it broke below my level, I got out. But I waited for strength because I was like, okay, we're going down. So that momentum divergence, remember the momentum divergence? You got to. That's the only play we run over here. Downwards pressure in the MACD. Now we look for a green bar, strength in the weakness to position us for puts. Because on the other side, we look for weakness, a red bar with strength when the blue line is above the orange. The blue line is above the orange, that signifies upside. So if the blue line was above the orange, strength, we'll be looking for weakness. See if we can find an example of that back here. Okay, boom. The blue line crosses above the orange. We're looking for a red bar. Weakness in the strength. Right? So boom, if you would have bought this here, this is what you would have experienced all the way up into the level. This is where you should have took profit, even though we're still looking at upside here. But it's a level. Take your money and set up. Situate yourself. So take profit at your level. Boom. Here's some more weakness with strength. Blue line above the orange, strength, weakness. That's a momentum divergence. Strength, blue line above the orange, weakness, red bar. Right? Even though it's at a level, we see what this is adding up to. Strength. See what my blue cursor is? Let me get an arrow in here or something. So no excuses, y'all. I didn't know what you said. I didn't understand what you said. Strength. Blue line above the orange. Weakness. Red bar. Strength. Blue line above the orange. Weakness. Red bar. That's a momentum divergence. This signifies upside. So if you have bought this, calls here to the next level up, you have experienced this. All of this. All right. So it's easy to get drawn into that because the upside part, because it's like, wow, all this keeps happening. But you have to keep your eye on the MACD because this is where the momentum lies. You see, you're monitoring the momentum with your MACD. Look what happens once the MACD cools down and crosses below the orange line. So strength, weakness, you bought that, it shot up, and look, when it crossed down, look what happens here. Boom. All right. This is not healthy trading territory when the MACD is looking like that. Here. It's looking like that. That's not really healthy trading territory because it's not really telling you anything. I mean, we are above the zero line. We are above the zero line. in that region over here. But today, it's the 0 line. When we're above that, that signifies further upside. Right? We're below it, down goes Frazier. Dig like we are right now. And look what we got here, y'all. So like I said, everything I said that was gonna happen happened. I said we was going to 473. Boom. We did that. Took profit. Waited for the break. It broke. Waited for some strength. In this weakness, bought it. I said we're going to 471. Boom. We went below 471. Of course we did. So took profit. Again. Waited for some more strength. Boom. Got in again. Strength in the weakness. A green bar. In this weakness. Got in again. Got in again. So I didn't even want to come on yesterday. Because I'm like, yo, they see what's happening. Because all you got to do is go back in the previous videos of this week. I told y'all what the game plan was. So hopefully, shout out to anybody who partook in them gems. I always say, get money with me, man. But if you're having trouble, man, you need a little bit more assistance, feel free to hit the description of this channel, grab my checklist, or grab my course, grab both shit. Because trust me, well worth the investment. Well worth it. The skill set changed my life. I'm sitting here at 10 o'clock in the morning talking to y'all because I can't. A lot of people at work, and I'm in front of my computer on YouTube. You dig? So here we go again. I told y'all this was a major level, and if it broke it, bombs away. So it broke it yesterday, y'all. Make this big if possible. I didn't tell y'all yesterday. That was Wednesday. I told y'all that this level here. Let me see if I can get it different. I told y'all that this level here, Wednesday, was a very important level because we have this head and shoulders. The head and shoulders, once it breaches the lowest point, which is here, once it breaches that, it's bombs away. So look, it's trying to test because you know once with price action, anybody unfamiliar with price action, when the level is broken, whether it be support or resistance, it gets tested. And today we have a testing of this level. And if you see, we have weakness here, and this is a strong bar here. And I'm thinking somebody's going to get shook out of here. Because anybody that knows any better, this is weakness. This blue line being under the orange is weakness. This is strength in weakness. Any unsuspecting trader, they'll be tempted to get out of your puts right now. And maybe I would have been because it's like, whoa, look what's doing. Do that just yet. That is strength and weakness. That says puts to me. Plus, it done broke this level. I know what it's doing. It broke a main important level. It's testing it in a major way. Now, if you don't know any better, if you don't know any price action, understanding what I just told you, When a level is broken, it gets tested. Sometimes it'll go back, but for the most part, it's an important level is broken. The MACD reads what it reads. It reads weakness. This is the 2 hour. So let's look at the daily. Look, weakness. See that blue line under the orange? Weakness. Right. That's a put recipe, not calls. You dig? So if you don't know any better, you'll be tempted to jump in on this like, oh my gosh, let me get out of my puts. If for anybody that's just learning, puts are when you anticipate the stock price to go down. Hence how you can make money when the stock price goes up or down. So that's what we've been doing all week, making money as the market goes down. And that's where the beauties options trade. So yesterday took profit. Take a peek. Yesterday. I'm about to average in on this play here because that's a whole lot of strength in that weakness. This is what I do. I average down, should I say, because as the price goes up, the price of your contract goes down because puts increases the value of your contract as the price goes down. As the price goes up, the value of your contract goes down. So if you want to buy another contract, it's going to be cheaper than your original one. So you take the two, divide by, take the two prices that you bought each contract at, and then divide it by two. That brings the average price of your contracts of your whole position down. Right. So the significance of that is now when the price actually goes back up, you'll be in profit sooner because the average price of your contract came down. So where it's at now, it's closer margin than where it would have been if you wouldn't have averaged down buying another contract. So I have to rewind that and make that digest. But I averaged in, I bought another contract, being that I'm in puts, but instead of it going down, the price is going up. It's testing the level that it just broke. So now my contract lost value. So if I go back in and buy that same contract, it's cheaper because it lost value. So if I bought it for $160, $165, now it's only worth $125. If I buy another one for $125, you take the 165 and the 125, add them together, divide it by two. Now the average price of your total position with your contracts is about 145 instead of it being 165 in the beginning. So the current value of the contracts are at 120, and now your average cost is 145 instead of 165. It's a closer margin to get back to even than it would have been if you only had the one at 165. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, it's testing this level in a major way, but we're still weakness in strength with strength. So we'll say this is strength and weakness. Either way, it's a momentum divergence, and this right here, this green bar, should indicate puts. Okay. So I'm looking for this to collapse something crazy around 12:1 maybe. Because a lot of people don't, unsuspecting people are going to not on this green bar. That's unfortunate. We need to tap into the chart because they would know that this right here is what I look for in momentum divergence. Let's stop right between and go down, not up. And plus, we know that this was a head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Right? And then completed it. We was guessing when it was here, but now we see it was. So it broke this major level to the downside. And now it's testing it with something crazy. We have to wait and see. As of right now, this is weakness. Might go on up to 479, 487, before at right. Well, on a half an hour, we still below the 0 line, so this is short lived. I'm gonna say this is gonna possibly test all the way up to 471. It might test all the way up to 471. We have to wait and see. Because as of right now, this is screaming downside on the 2 hour as well as the daily. The daily says this is a major test of the level. I say we're going to 466 ish. Actually, I got 464 puts. I got 464 puts until the market shows me otherwise. 464 puts because if I scroll back, I broke this. It broke it. Actually, yeah, it did. It broke it, and now it's really, really testing it. But this level goes all the way back to 2022, if I'm not mistaken. See, this is the level that is tested, and this was no, actually, yeah, January 2022. So it's testing. See, yeah, that level is old as shit, basically, but it's a level nonetheless. Yeah, it's testing that shit like a motherfucker, boy. But that's it from my experience. What we got here is a momentum divergence. Arrow's momentum with a green bar. That's a divergence. Weakness, strength. Weakness says we're going down. Strength says we're testing something. This is a recipe for puts, in addition to the fact that we broke an important level here. So we can watch it go down, but just keep in mind, Don Bucks told you so. Dig. But yeah, it got to, look like it want to turn up, but it hasn't yet. It's not there right now. You dig? Where it's at, it's where it's at. And where it's at, it's reading this. It's reading downside. And it's below the zero halfway mark. You see that? It's below the zero mark. And the blue line is under the orange. That's yelling from the rooftop. Puts, nigga. Puts, nigga. Yeah, that's what I got, man. I've been running this, been trying to tell y'all all week. Y'all should have made money from here all the way down here at this point, y'all. Fucking with me. Like I said, if y'all need some more help, feel free to grab my checklist and or my course. It's in the description of this channel. Leave a comment if you need some help. If I can help you any further. It's your man, Dog Books. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Like I always say, man, get money with me. See you on the next.